Hey guys, how are you all doing? I hope you're all well. Welcome to another FPL video. Today I have a very short update for all of you. So we are gonna look at my updated GW28 wildcard team and see which players remained from the first team, from the first video, and which are the new players in my team. Also I have a couple of positions left to fill with some players, so we will talk about that very quickly. Before we do that, let's see where the team is at the moment. So GW27 is finished and I'm on a red arrow, unfortunately. So my overall rank at the moment is just inside the top 7k, so it's quite a big red arrow for me. But to be honest, I expected a red arrow this week, mostly because most of the teams around my rank either used their wildcard or maybe free hit or bench boost for this game week. So, and I was on a -4 hit with only 5 double game week players, so I did expect a red arrow, but it's slightly bigger than I wished for. I was hoping to stay in the top 5k at least, but it's not to be. But that's okay, we have a wild card and bench boost next week, and hopefully the rank will go up once again. Now here is my team at the moment, so let's go through the players that are still left from the initial wildcard team. So Oli Watkins is the only striker that is still here from that team. In the midfield, Madison, Martinelli and Saka are still in my team, so no changes there. And in the defense, Chilwell and Trippier are still in the team, and also Kepa is still here as well. On the bench I have Rashford, Mitoma and Luke Shaw and still at the moment. So as you can see, no Halland. That's the first talking point. I went without Halland, I transferred him out. It's a 2-week punt, so he has a blank game week 28, then he plays Liverpool at home game week 29. So I got in Kai Havertz and Harry Kane in the attackers positions, and also Ivan Toney is not in the team as well. So my plan with Halland is to so I'm not gonna have him in game week 28. Hopefully he doesn't punish me too hard in game week 29, and hopefully the players that I have instead of him will score at least the same amount of goals as he will, and then I will be bringing him back in game week 30, either for Harry Kane or, if I have the funds, for Kai Havertz possibly. Ivan Toney is also out of my team, and the reason for that is that Ivan Toney is on 9 yellow cards at the moment. So that means that the next the yellow card that he gets, he will miss 2 games. So for 10 yellow cards in the Premier League, players miss 2 games, not 1. So if he gets a yellow card against Leicester, for example, he's going to miss both of the game week 29 games. Or if he gets a yellow card against Brighton, he will miss the Man United and Newcastle game. So that's too big of a risk for me for my wild card. If I was on a free hit this week, then sure I would have got him in my team, but I don't think it's worth it on a wild card. He is a yellow card magnet and he tends to get yellow carded pretty much any game I watch him. So he is out of my team as well. Kai Havertz and Harry Kane are in the team. Kai Havertz, he has 3 home games in game 28 and 29, so my plan is to have him for these 3 games. Chelsea are in a good form, not only defensively but in the attack as well, and he's on penalties as well, so I will have him for these 3 games, and then I will look to move him on for Halland or some other striker maybe. And Harry Kane is also in the team. Even though he doesn't have a double game week in game week 29, I still think he will return some points in that game week and against Southampton as well, so he's a good hold for now. So Mitoma is going to stay in my team, he's gonna go on the bench. I would like to have a Brighton midfielder for double gaming 29, and Martinelli and Saka are my two Arsenal attackers for this game week. It's a close call between those two and Odegaard, but for the moment I have these two, but Martin Odegaard could very well get some returns as well. Now in the defense, Ben Chilwell is here, and Trippier and Luke Shaw. Those three players are quite set in my team. Now Zinchenko, I have him at the moment. I would like to get a player that has a double game week in 29 instead of him possibly, but the problem is finding who that player will be. That's very hard right now. It seems that most of the teams that have a double game week and have a fixture in 28 are weak defensively, so I'm not looking at their players, and the same can be said about Henry as well. So this is another position in which I would possibly like another player, but it's very hard figuring out who that player would be. I don't expect Brentford to keep many clean sheets in the next 4 games. Definitely not in game 29 when they play Brighton and Man United away. So in this position I might end up with another player, I'm not sure. And when it comes to the goalkeepers, so currently I have Kepa and Steele, but this will very likely change. And you might say why? Why? Because Kepa plays just a second, Kepa plays Man United in game week 32, so this will be very likely a blank game week, and Brighton will also blank in game week 32 as well, so where they play Man City. So this means that if I go with these two keepers, I would have no goalkeeper for that game week if I don't make a transfer which I don't like. So one of these two will be out, and that will be still unfortunately most likely, so I will probably end up with back to Ward, so back to a Leicester goalkeeper. Leicester have a very favorable fixtures coming up, and they have a home fixture against Wolf in game 32, so I would definitely play him for this week. And if I end up with Kepa, then Ward will come in my team as well, and unfortunately no Steele. And another possibility is I might go with Rhys James instead of Zinchenko, in which case I would remove Kepa, and I would probably get one of Nick Pope or Martinez, maybe from Aston Villa. That's another possible combination, and in that case I could keep Steele as well. So this is my wildcard team at the moment. Those are a couple of my plans for the remaining spots. And captaincy, I will not focus on captaincy in this video because I still haven't decided between Harry Kane and an Arsenal attacker, so I will leave that for the last video, for the final team video tomorrow or Saturday morning. So that's all for today. This was a very quick update, and thank you for watching. See ya.